Do you know that you could actually be fined up to £2,500? Yes, if your child fails to attend school. Guys, just normal school that we know. You could actually go to jail if you fail to bring your child to school. A few weeks ago, I had to kind of relocate. I had to move from my location to another place. When this happened, I kind of approached the school authority. We'll be relocating, so obviously my child will not be attending this school because I'll have to look for another school that is very close to my child. Okay, so I was just seeking to know how to go about it, like the process of, you know, reapplying and all that. Yes, I was actually told to go through the council as usual, just like I did at the first instance. But then I was like, okay, fine, I have actually done this, yeah, but I may actually have some days that I will not be able to pick, like to get my child to school because it's a little bit far from my location. After seeking for all this advice, I was told that my child, for whatsoever reason, cannot be out of school. And I was like, oh, how do you expect me to do this? Like, from my current location to the school is over an hour journey. So how do you want me to do that? It's not possible. I can't just you know, wake up early, travel down for over an hour just to get my child to school. Yeah. But then the class teacher took her time to explain to me. She actually explained the situation, you know, of the UK government, how, like, what the UK government is saying about this. So when she kind of told me, oh, I'm sorry, it's not actually my fault, it's what the government says about this. So that was exactly what prompted me to kind of go further, to do more research, to know how all these things comes up. Okay, so yeah, and then I got to realize that even as a parent, you could actually be charged up to £2,500. Guys, understand that these children can be ill, okay, for whatsoever reason. They can fall ill, they may be other circumstances, okay, that will warrant them not to go to school. But what they are saying is that if you do not have a good reason for them to stay out of school, then be ready to pay fine. It's actually up to £80. Yeah, I think before now, when I did the research, I got to realize that before now it was about £60 or thereabout. Yeah, but then they just increased it to £80 from August 2024. Yes, we'll be reading this information from the UK government website. So as you can see, this was actually published on the 29th of February 2024. Okay, so I will just, it's actually a huge document, but I'm not going to go through all that. I will just pick the few that, you know, that concerns us, okay, as parents. Yeah, so the heading is Parent Files for Missing School, what you need to know. Okay, so this is exactly all you need to know about your child not being able to attend school. Okay, every moment in school counts, and days missed add up quickly. Okay, evidence shows that pupils who have good attendance enjoys better well-being and school performance than those who do not. Okay, there are only a few circumstances where a child is allowed to miss school, okay, such as illness, and where the school has given permission because of an exceptional circumstance. Okay, then however, if your child misses school without a good reason, local authority and school can intervene and you may be issued a fine. Okay, we are also introducing a new national framework, which will mean all councils have the same rules in place for when they need to consider a fine. Okay, we explain more on this below. It's important to acknowledge that children with long-term medical or more serious mental health conditions and those with special educational needs and disabilities may face additional barriers. Okay, for children who face complex barriers to attendance, schools should have sensitive conversation with children and families and work with them to put support in place for their individual needs. Currently, it is the responsibility of the local authority to decide whether or not to issue fines to parents, meaning the process varies from council to council. Okay, however, under the new national framework, all schools will be required to consider a fine when a child has missed 10 or more section 5 days in bracket for unauthorized reasons. Okay, from August 2022, the fine for school absence across the country will be £80 if paid within 21 days, or £160 if paid within 28 days. This rate is in line with inflation and is the first increase since 2012. So they are trying to tell us that from 2012 it has been £60. So this is the only situation where they are actually increasing it to up to £80. Guys, I'm coming there. Do you know that you could actually go to jail if you fail to bring your child to school? Fines per parent will be capped to 2 fines, okay, within any 3-year period. Once this limit has been reached, okay, other actions like a parenting order or prosecution could be considered. If you are prosecuted and attend court because your child hasn't been attending school, you could get a fine of up to £2,500, okay? They now went ahead to tell us what to do if your child has any reason to be out of school, okay? So it says your child must attend every day that the school is open, or else, 1, your child is too ill to attend that day, okay? And secondly, you have asked in advance and have been given permission by the school for your child to be absent on that day due to exceptional circumstances, okay? Then thirdly, your child cannot attend school on that day because it is a day you are taking part in religious observations, okay? Then the next one, your local authority is responsible for arranging your child's transport to school and it is not available on that day or has not been provided yet, okay? Then lastly, you are a traveler family with a fixed board, okay, and you are required to travel for work that day, meaning your child cannot attend their usual schools. What happens if your child misses school without a good reason? If your child is absent and you haven't received advanced permission from the head teacher to take your child out of school, the school and the local authority may take action. Before that, your child's school or your local council are expected to support you to improve the child's attendance before any measures are put in place. These measures can include 1, issue a fixed penalty notice, okay, otherwise known as fine, okay. Your local council can give each parent a fine if you do not pay the fine after 28 days. That's the fine we just discussed about, okay. You may be prosecuted for your child's absence from school. Check your local council rules on when you can be fined, okay. The essence of all this is that if your child is out of school without permission, without a good reason, then you'll be made to pay that fine of £80. Yeah. Seek an education supervision order from the family court. If the council think you need support getting your child to go to school, but you are not cooperating, they can apply to a court for an education supervision order. A supervision will be appointed to help you get your child into education. The local council can do this instead of you, or as well, persecuting you. That's to say that during that period that you are being prosecuted because your child was out of school, okay, they have been able to examine and they determine that you are that kind of person that you're kind of reluctant when it comes to your child's welfare, like getting your child to school, then they will have to seek for this education supervision order, okay. It's an order that the court will give to, it could be the local authority to enforce it, to make sure that your child gets to school, okay. Then lastly, they could actually prosecute you. Yeah, this means you have to go to court. You could get a fine, a community order, or a jail sentence up to 3 months, okay. The court could also give you a parenting order. Guys, yeah, that is just it. Immediately I just got this, I just said, yeah, I need to let you guys know. Most of us here in the UK that have children that we are taking care of, okay, it's good for you to know what to do at the right time to avert all these unnecessary, court orders and all that, okay. Make sure that your child does not go out of school. Yeah, make sure that your child is issued at least 100% or maybe 90% attendance. 100% is fine, okay, but maybe 98% attendance certificate. Like in my child's school, they give them this certificate during the end of the term. They are being given this certificate, so make sure that your child brings back that certificate of 100% attendance, okay, in school. It is very, very important. For whatsoever reason, if the child is sick, or maybe just like all those reasons that they just mentioned, that your child has to be out of school, guys, make sure that you get permission from the school authority. Do not just assume. Make sure that you have called them and they have permitted you. They have said, okay, fine, it's good for your child to be out of school before you take your child, out of school for that day. Yeah, because if it continues, just like they said, if they are out of school for about 10 section, that's like 5 days. 10 section, like 5 days, because you discover that a day is about 2 section. They have morning and afternoon section. Okay, so if for whatsoever reason they are out of school for like 5 days, then you will be made to pay about £80. Yeah, so if it continues that you have been issued like another fine to pay after the first, in about 3 years, then you will be taken to court. And guys, you know what happens in court? From court, they could actually jail you up to 3 months, or you come out paying a fine, another fine of £2,500. So guys, that is it. Immediately I just got this news, I thought it's right for me to let you guys know. Yeah, please do well to share this video. If you know any parent in the UK, share this video to them so that they will benefit from this. And also, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not done that already. If you are new to my channel, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching this video up to this moment. Trust me, you will enjoy exactly what we'll do here. Thank you again for watching, and I remain blessing, a Moses of Blessing channel. Thank you. Bye.